Rao Family Empowerment of Northern California is a nonprofit organization that provides support, education, and advocacy to families that have children with disabilities. Successful Living with Autism through Training and Education, also known as SLATE, is a program offered through Rao Family Empowerment. There are 3 components to the SLATE program. The first component is professional and paraprofessional education, and this is a service provided to individuals or groups that would like to learn more about inclusive programming for students with autism. The second component is parent education. We offer several classes regarding anywhere from behavior management to IEP preparation to just learning about your child's disability and how you can become more empowered to help be the best advocate you can for your child. The third component is the Get Set program, which stands for Get Social Emotional Training, and this is a direct service for children with autism ages 3 to 18.
We have the parents fill out a form which helps us to understand the student better. On the form they ask for our strengths and weaknesses for the kids, some of their areas of interest, something that sometimes it's important for us to know what's not their interest. We use this video modeling and we use cue cards, which are exact cuts from the video that we've watched. And then we're able, with our typical peers, to role play the desired behaviors that we would like to see out of our students. In our classroom we use a workbook that goes along with the video modeling, and in this workbook they write social stories or answer questions as to what we just saw in the video. And to help get the parents involved, we send home a little workbook just once a week so that the parents can see not only what we've worked on in the classroom, but that they can help the student work on those same skills at home.
Faces me with his body, it might also mean he's interested. If he's walking away from me, it's not a good time, because then I'd be talking to the back of his head. Not cool. Now, watch the cues that show that these kids are interested in talking to each other.
So what are you doing today after school?
Me and some friends are just gonna go probably hang out and just maybe see a movie or something.
Cool, what theater?
Probably Bethesda Road.
Oh, cool.
Max came over to the table. He did the right thing. He stopped and waited before speaking.
If somebody is walking away from you,
They might ignore.
list the things you might do.
I guess you said ignore.
That's right.
Some things you
Right there.
Okay.
They're ignoring
if they're
each
not
other.
interested.
Roll your eyes.
Well, it says what would you do
What else?
if somebody was walking away from you?
Oh, what's that?
So how are you working together? What do you do with the ball?
Toss it.
Yeah, you hit it with the paddles. Do you have to take turns?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you take turns in a conversation too? Just like you and I are doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you could write that down, you think?
We can tell that somebody's interested. What do you think, William?
Ask a question.
That's maintain.
Looking at you.
Very good. They don't have their back to you, huh? They're looking at you, so they must be interested in what you're saying.
So what do you guys do with the weekend?
Oh, nothing, just the usual, just shopping,
Sorry, I'm
hang out with my family.
I played on the computer a lot.
Okay, so the program that I'm doing with my students is called the Superflex Superhero Social Thinking Curriculum, and it is by Stephanie Madrigal and Michelle Garcia Winter. And what it does is take the concepts from Michelle Garcia Winter's previous books and research and puts them into a fun superhero-based curriculum for children with autism, ages from 5 to 12 or so. And so what we do is we talk about them becoming a super flexible thinking superhero. And by doing that, by becoming a superhero, their goal is to defeat the unthinkables. And the unthinkables are a series of not necessarily villains, but entities that take over their thought processes and cause them to maybe not think about other people and not make good choices. The curriculum is based on cognitive behavioral theory. The curriculum is set up in a series of 13 lessons and follows the concept that the students are developing the skills necessary to be their own superhero in their lives at home or at school. And each lesson consists of worksheets that the students complete with you on site, and then a homework or a fun worksheet that they take home for generalization to the family and to help educate the family about the concept that you've worked on that week. And so my students have developed a folder of their work for this summer that they will take home for generalization through the school year to continue on with their superhero training or whatnot. It's full of a lot of fun activities and opportunities to practice the concepts that they've learned. That's right. So on these, Alex is attempting to defeat DOF and the Destroyer of Fun, and he was doing a very good job because he was complimenting his friends when they were doing well and encouraging them.
Awesome.
Oh, so this friend is thinking awesome about his friend?
Yeah.
That's a nice thought.
And Superflex is cool.
Wow, what are they doing? Are they having rock brain?
No, they're playing cars. Well, they have remotes.
And what are they doing that's a Superflex thing?
They're playing together.
Right.
And they have 2 controllers.
Are they sharing?
Yes.
Yeah. Does rock brain share very well?
Well,
No,
The first thing I want everyone to do is to put the rubber band on your hands, thumbs up like you're gonna clap. Come up. I want thumbs up. Can you see how the rubber band is in between my pointer finger and my thumbs? Pointer, can you do it just like mine? Good job, Harrison. All right, and we're gonna go out. Ethan, can you put them like this? Pull those thumbs in.
Are you watching this?
Yes. Every morning the kids come in for about approximately 15 minutes. We start each day with stretches so they can learn how to regulate their bodies if they get overly stressed out. Then we go into an activity that provides them with social skills that they'll need in school, such as eye contact, reading facial expressions, sharing with other children. And at the end of our rotation, we do a calming exercise where the kids lay down and we do sensory regulation to their bodies through ball therapy, where we provide pressure to their bodies, which kind of gets all their nerves together so that they're more in control when they go back to their classrooms. We also teach them how to do stress relief. So if they are in a classroom and they start getting into a stressful situation, rather than turning into a out of control situation, they instead are able to learn to do tense and relaxing exercises by themselves that they can do anytime, anywhere, and people won't even know, so that it helps them control their bodies and regulate themselves better.